Hi, everybody. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yes, it is Friday. Friday. How is everybody doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I moved my camera over here because I was doing some filming stuff. Hold up. I hate when I do that. It's like I can hear myself, and that's because the screen is open on the other side, and then I have to stop, and I'm like, wait, why am I hearing myself again? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. I'm waiting for the people to get in here. It's been quite the busy morning for me. It is Friday. Yes. Shout out to everybody. Thank God it's Friday because it's been quite the long week for me for sure, going back and forth and whatnot. I have a pre-recorded video that I'm about to upload. I need you guys to do me a favor and please go show some love to another video that I dropped. Did not get any love. I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all. Come on now. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to get right into it. Hey, happy Friday, November 21st. I had to get my Karen wig on earlier this morning. As much as I don't like doing that, but I had to contact some chambers and some people and be like, listen, what is going on? What is the holdup? You guys know that we are asking for transcripts for the Milagograms, Megan the Stallion defamation lawsuit. And let me tell you guys something. Like, some of you guys may understand it, some of you guys may not. You're like, what the hell is going on? If you're following it, shout out to you. I've been really working hard to get these transcripts. I asked for these transcripts Monday. Of course, I wouldn't have expected them to just send them to me on Monday. But it is now Friday and I have not received no transcripts, no emails, no nothing, no nada. So I had to kind of like get on my let me talk to your manager. So it's been a lot today, and I don't like doing that, but I had to do that. You guys know how I am. Nebby just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Nebby. If you've been gifted, put some hearts in the chat. Thank you. They said the jury is confused about what these people are. Yeah, I talked about that. But so I dropped the video yesterday. Please go watch it. Hit the like button, okay? I'm dropping another one today. It takes me time to record these videos, so please go watch it. It didn't get a lot of views. Please go watch it. I would appreciate it. Okay, let's get it together, guys, because we definitely have a full docket. Well, definitely we're going to focus on Anna Kepner. We've talked about this case yesterday, the day before, and just some new stuff that's dropping. I want to talk a little bit about Melodee Buzzard as well. So why don't we start right there? First of all, the news, and I know this news dropped yesterday about Ashlee Buzzard and her charges and whatnot. Now, the charges are specifically for the Tyler guy, the guy from Utah. And what is it? False imprisonment? Is that what it is? So the judge dismissed the false imprisonment charge, which I was like, okay, I don't know. What does this mean? What's going on? Where's Melodee? That is the question of the hour we want to know. Let's get into this and give some commentary.
Ashlee Buzzard no longer facing felony false imprisonment charges. I'm Crystal Pervinez, your Lompoc community reporter, and I was in the courtroom Thursday morning when the alleged victim's case took the stand. The judge ultimately deciding that there wasn't enough evidence to move forward. Much of Thursday's hearing was centered around testimony from the alleged victim, Tyler Brewer, an approximately 6-minute-long audio recording Buzzard took during their conversation the evening of November 6th. A freelance paralegal and legal document assistant, Brewer told the court he first met Ashlee through a friend back in 2014 and reached out to her recently offering his help. He testified that he visited Buzzard approximately 5 times between November 1st and 6th, stating the final meeting at her home, he felt Buzzard's demeanor, body language, and tone of voice prevented him from leaving. He shared additional...
Wait, she recorded the conversation that she had with Tyler, the same conversation that would have led to her arrest? Is that what I'm hearing? No, she got high on that. It's the blush. Like, she overdid the blush. Stuff happens. it happens. But yeah, she's just a little too much. But you know, maybe she's trying to conceal whatever.
Concerns about a box cutter being located on a nearby table. Both sides played portions of the audio recording in court. While it was played for everyone to hear, we were not allowed to film any portion of the hearing. The prosecution argued the video documented the moment Brewer said he tried to leave her home. Brewer tells me he didn't know he was being recorded. I spoke with him about it over the phone following Thursday's hearing.
Now I understand why she was saying things and doing things the way she was doing it, because she was being recorded.
The defense argued the recording did not support Brewer's earlier statements, including that Buzzard prevented him from walking out of the home.
Oh, snap.
She had the tone, demeanor, and the audio recording of the conversation between the two.
I caught up with Buzzard leaving the courthouse during a break in her hearing.
Ashlee, can you give any comments into Tyler's testimony today?
This is crazy, man.
And pleading not guilty?
She did not respond. A key moment Thursday came when Detective Thomas Brownlee testified that statements Brewer made immediately after the November 6th incident didn't align with the recording he found on Buzzard's phone following her arrest or the statement Brewer later posted online.
Tyler Brewer told him on November 6th and how it reflected on the November 6th, 2025.
But this recording is not publicly available. Am I correct? Like, we don't know what was really said other than what he initially stated doesn't necessarily match what the recording says. So here's Ashlee, which, you know, I'm assuming she's paranoid, right? For all the different reasons, right? Because you do have all these things happening, the warrants, people are looking for things, yada, yada, yada. This is a thing. So she is recording, whether I agree with it or not. I just don't understand what is the big deal about producing her kid. If this was an open CPS case, that would be a mandate and they would order her in to see a judge to do this. So, okay, you said Brian Enton? Brian Enton played it. I have not heard it. Is it on his channel? That's also very calculated. Is it on his channel? Let me know, guys, because I'll fly over there. We'll fly over there to Brian Enton. So this charge of hers was dismissed. Now, was it dismissed because of this recording? That's the question.
Ashlee recording,
okay.
They did not align. And
Perfect.
The impeachment testimony that Detective Brownlee provided may have factored in to the judge's ruling in this case.
A statement to KSBY, the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office wrote in part, after the initial report to law enforcement and the filing of the complaint, further investigation yielded additional evidence that was contradictory to the information that was initially provided to detectives. That evidence was brought out at the hearing and inconsistencies were examined by both sides. With the judge ruling there was not sufficient evidence in the case to uphold the felony charge against Buzzard, attention outside the courtroom shifted back to a separate investigation involving Buzzard, the disappearance of her 9-year-old daughter, Melodee.
Where's Melodee?
This is 43 days that your child has been missing.
Family members' hope now depends on finding Melodee.
Please tell us where the baby's at.
That's it.
You know, is she okay? Where is she?
The judge's ruling means her GPS monitor will be removed. As far as her case involving her missing 9-year-old daughter, the investigation remains active and no new further updates have been released.
So let's get into this recording. I found it. Shout out to Brian Enton. You guys make sure you guys check him out. Oh, I have not heard this recording. I guess I'll ask this question afterwards.
And after her arrest, when police got her phone, they found this recording and they actually played this recording in court where you can hear this whole conversation. And I'm going to play it for you now. It's about 3 minutes long, and it looks like, based on kind of the view from the phone, that maybe Ashlee like put the phone on a table or something. But listen, this is the meeting in their house that is the whole subject of this false imprisonment charge.
Okay.
Listen to it.
And I can't trust you when you're lying. You're flat out lying. You're a really good liar. Like Tyler. Tyler.
I'm definitely not
Tyler,
trying to deceive.
Be quiet and listen, please. Look at me. Like, I'm an intelligent woman. I'm 40 years old. You deal with legal stuff. Like, who are you kidding? Tyler.
I can only tell you my perspective.
Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful,
I understand.
and you need a reality check.
What?
If this is on media news, like news talk shows, they're going to be seeing you, they're going to be interested in you. You have to understand that I'm aware, whether you want to admit it or not, you want the attention.
I don't want the attention.
There is absolutely no way in hell that you are not bipolar or have an extreme issue if you don't realize what you're doing is false advertisement, and there are real legal ramifications. I don't know how you honestly are not worried about being put in jail.
I will like to leave at this moment.
Since you're leaving in an uncomfortable way, I want the keys to my house
Yeah, they're right there.
and the storage.
Right there.
Nobody else has keys, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. No one else has keys.
Tyler, genuinely, if you've been here, genuinely to help, I appreciate it. The lies are a lot. And especially if you are genuine and trying to help in your own way, you should be very concerned if they recognize you, because anyone else, like running for district, it doesn't add up. I'm not threatening you, but I'm saying, like, I'm not threatening you at all. I'm trying to help as a friend because I feel like it has to be bipolar or something. Like, I don't think you're grasping the level of online things that don't make sense.
No, I understand where you're coming from. At this moment, I would like to leave. And I'm more than receptive if you want to call or text me.
How do I send you the money of the receipts for
I'm
the
not
copies?
concerned about any of that. But I'm still very receptive. Should you want to call me or text me, but I've done nothing intentionally to be deceitful.
So that's the recording of this conversation between Ashlee and
Okay, let me stop right here. For the record, as somebody, if I know absolutely nothing about this and I'm stumbling upon this recording, I'm sorry, guys, this is not giving the idea that this man was falsely imprisoned. Okay? Where does it say that, like, unless she cut off parts of it, unless if this is the only recording that we have, this isn't giving that this man was falsely imprisoned for any of that. And like I said, I want her to produce the child just as much as everybody else does, but this recording, in my opinion, isn't giving that. It's not giving that at all. You said because he wasn't, in my opinion. So now this is making more sense to me. Let me tell you why. Before this recording got leaked, clearly, it was said that he was sending out cease and desist to people, bloggers specifically, that were talking about this case. He was sending out cease and desist. So, I mean, does he not want people to talk about him? Does he not, like, did he think that people weren't going to be digging into this or anything like that? Kind of curious to know. Let me know. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you. One second. Oops, sorry about that. Said, I'm confused why he wanted to take it to court if he wanted everything hush hush. Yeah. So my thing is this. Yeah, she was calm, controlled. To me, it sounds like he had some kind of agenda. Yeah. To me, I'm sorry. Like, I know that we want her to produce a child, but to me, that wasn't giving. She was upset. She was a little bit crying, right? Because I'm assuming that there's like this level of trust, and she's worried that he's going to go to the media. I'm thinking that in this recording, he told police where, like, my understanding of Tyler was that he told police where Melodee's at and not social media. That's not even given that. If unless Melodee, that's Melodee's recording and she cut that part because she didn't want the other situation exposed, could very well be the case. But to me, she sounds very calm and controlled. Now, it could be because she knows she's recording. It could be that, she's recording, so she knows she has to be calm and control of that situation. So yeah, you're not going to catch her up like in any kind of way. That's what it's giving. I believe he was in contact with police and being sent. So they try to find something to get on her and question her, maybe. But it's not giving, I mean, it sounds like, I'm sorry, like, to me, it sounds a bit of a setup, which for the purposes of this situation, we want to know where Melodee's at, what happened. And, I've seen things and cases where parents have to produce their children within a time frame. I don't know what's making Ashlee Buzzard so special. Like, why isn't she showing her kids to a court at this point? That's what I want to know. With this man, it shows that she had a reason to be cautious. And I'm wondering about the storage, and she's talking about, yeah, and the keys. I mean, it sounds like she was very cautious. What is it that is she running away from paternal, side of the family, side of the family? And that's why she's doing what she's doing. What is it about paternal? And I know people are like, well, she doesn't have to, sorry, I got to move my camera. She doesn't have to produce her children. I'm like, well, what is the issue? Okay, then go to court and fight the grandparents, because that's who is giving her grief about the situation. But go to court and make sure people know that your kid is safe. This isn't the way to go about it. That's my thought on that. M7666, thank you so much for the super sticker. I miss and love you. I haven't been able to catch full episodes, so dropping this now. You are my source of reality. Aw, thank you, love. That was so cute of you. Thank you. That really, aw, thank you, love. Yes, and she can fight them in court for that. Don't give them a reason to get custody, right? Your behavior towards police and authority doesn't look very good at this point. Don't give them a reason. Why? I just don't. Go to court and fight these grandparents if you feel like there's something, that they're doing to your grandchild. But at this point, from a perspective, looking outside, you changing plates to cars, to go out of state, to do God knows what, to drop your child off, who knows where. That to me does not feel well. It doesn't land well. It just doesn't, I don't know. You say you think it was a setup? It's not the way you go about it. Just saying. Get Ashlee on charges for Melodee. Did it work? No, it didn't. If anything, it looks like was falsely charged. That setup didn't work. That's why Tyler doesn't want anybody talking about him. That's why Tyler doesn't want anybody contacting him. That's why Tyler is sending cease and desist, because he gave one side of the story. Now there's this recording, and now this recording has been exposed in court, and now people are side-eyeing him because he said something different to the media as well. Okay, where's like the box cutter situation wasn't even mentioned here, which, okay, if she has a recording, she's in control of the situation. Now I'm questioning the box cutter. Honestly. So it backfired on him. But y'all, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me see. They had custody at one point because she was in a mental hospital. I mean, his credibility is shot, Flojo, honestly. I don't even think that, I don't believe anything that he says as an outsider. I'm sure that he meant the help, but this wasn't the way to go about it. He probably thought that by putting charges on her, it would lead into Melodee, and it didn't. Nothing happened. She wasn't held accountable. That needs to be an independent situation, and I don't know. That's the other thing. Where's the box cutter? Because that was the thing. I was even saying that he was held against his will because of the box cutter. Hell, the charge is false imprisonment. He was held against his will with the box cutter. So to me, it's like, well, did that even happen? Because it sounded like she was in control and recording. So she's not going to do anything stupid in a recording. She's just not. She's in control of that. You may not see it, but she's in control of that. Having that she's recording the situation. All right, guys, we do have to move on because we have to move on. I want to talk about this dropped yesterday. Lord have mercy. And of course, different sources are saying different things and whatnot. Oh, snap. Oh my God. This is crazy. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Oh, this is crazy. Give me 1 second. I'm telling you, this is a real reason why I'm doing this. Oh my God. All right. Okay. I'm going to have to pull this. That was the 19th. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just got to a tip somewhere, so I'll be looking at it in a minute. She was half recorded. Yeah. Did she show the whole recording? That's the question. I have some news on D4BD, so that's going to be a pre-recorded video because I just want to make sure that hopefully I haven't already repeated myself on that. You said she made a shrine of Melodee's pictures. The private investigator said that she had made the cross-country route several times before renting cars stopped giving rugs. Giving rug trafficking. You mean trafficking? Like I said, I've said it before, parents do traffic their children, but some people didn't want to believe that narrative, but okay. Let's get into this. So this dropped yesterday. You guys know we've been talking about this case about Anna Kepner and the horrific, tragic situation as things are unveiling, right? We hear that the brother, at this point, it looks like he is going to be charged based on what court documents say, that the FBI is coming through and they're going to be charging him. They're going to have to make some kind of arrangements for this 16-year-old to be charged in the death of Anna Kepner, who was killed in it's like crazy in a cruise ship, right? And one of the things that occurred to me, I said, watch, this is going to be a situation where this 16-year-old had a lot of violent tendencies and he just snapped, and this is what happened. And he probably had received several, treatment before something happened. And, for whatever reason, they took him on vacation because they felt like he was safe. But the fact that the narrative is now being put out there that the stepbrother was obsessed with her, okay, and that once committed creepy act while she was asleep, okay, you can only imagine what that is, right? So Anna Kepner, younger stepbrother, a suspect in the killing, had a creepy obsession with the Florida cheerleader and was once caught climbing on top of her while she slept, according to the father of the 18-year-old's ex-boyfriend. Kepner's 16-year-old stepbrother was obsessed with her and relentlessly pursued her despite their newly blended family. Stephen Weston told Inside Edition, there's an interview out there that we'll be watching, citing conversations that he had with his brother. She was scared of him because he always carried around a big knife. The alarmed father claimed to the outlet in an interview that aired yesterday. Okay. This is Anna with her biological brother Connor, right? So Connor's the other person that was sharing the room, okay? Just so people are aware. He's like infatuated, attracted to her like crazy. He always wanted to date her, Weston said of the allegedly warped step-sibling. Weston said his son tried to warn Kepner's parents, but told him they didn't want to believe me. The FBI is questioning the high school senior stepbrother after her body reportedly was found stuffed under her bed and covered with life vests inside her cabin, on November 8th, according to court documents filed by the stepmother, Chantel Hudson. Now, I heard somewhere that, I'm pretty sure I saved a bookmark on this, that the The brother was taken into treatment. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys heard the same. The brother was taken into treatment. Yes, I did save it. Did I save that link? I heard that the brother was taken into treatment after basically that they announced that he would be arrested. Oh no, I didn't save that link. That he's currently in a facility. You heard it? Okay. And then Iraq said, okay, y'all heard it too. So he's like in some kind of treatment facility at this point, all right? Then he was checked in by stepmom, his mom. Weston said his son tried to warn Kepner's parent, but they didn't want to believe him. The FBI is questioning the high school senior stepbrother after her body reportedly was stuffed under the bed. I feel like I read this already. The teen had gone on the 6-day cruise with her father, her stepmother, her 14-year-old brother, and 16-year-old 16-year-old stepbrother. The ship was returning to Port Miami when her body was found. So this is Anna's ex-boyfriend, and Anna's ex-boyfriend gave an interview. This is the father of the ex-boyfriend. His name is Stephen Weston. So Stephen knew everything that was going on. Kepner, who was set to graduate in the spring, died on board this Carnival vessel. Okay. Apparently, it said that she died on November the 7th. Her funeral was held Thursday. Her biological mother, Heather Kepner, told Inside Edition that she was barred from attending due to the long-standing family tensions. Bio mom was barred from attending the funeral. Let me tell you something, man. No, you don't bar me from attending my child's funeral. I don't care how much. Let there be fire if there's tension, okay? We got tension, good. Burn it. Light it. But you're not going to bar me from attending my child's funeral. The last time I'm going to see her, oh no. I don't know what that looks like, but already in court documents, there's all kinds of documents out there that basically say that this whole family dynamic is just off the wall, off the chain, okay? You would lose yourself if you bar me from attending a funeral. That's my child. No, that's crazy work. I'm going to wear disguise. I'm going to put on a wig and wear some really tall shoes because I'm 4'9". The determined mom who was divorced from her daughter's father 13 years ago told the outlet. No, you're not. Just go. You're not going to take me away from my daughter. And the father, married the babysitter? And there's and of course it's dismissed, but there's a charge in his background that was sexual violence. And we talked about that. This is a hot mess, guys. A hot mess. Heather Kepner said that she hadn't seen her daughter regularly in years since moving to Oklahoma. You're going to let me go to the service, but was proud of Anna, who had dreams of joining the U.S. Navy and eventually becoming a canine officer. She was a really good child. She never complained. She never really cried that much as a baby and a teenager. She was the same. She's always happy. She was always trying to make everybody smile. She was an extremely happy child. The FBI has been leading the investigation since Anna died in international waters and has remained tight-lipped on detail. And I have a feeling that is how it's going to stay until there is something more. Okay. There was more court documents that were dropped, but I want to get to the interview before we get to the court documents. Hold up. Shout out to Abby Blobby because she has been dropping the exclusive receipts and sharing them with everybody. Or maybe we'll do this is the interview right here. Let's go ahead and do the court documents because I had a little glance, but not that much. Now, hold up. It says, did y'all see the court documents in Anna Kepner's case? They got scanned and a little crooked, but you can easily read what they say. Filed on the 18th of November. Okay, so a couple days ago. Now, we did read some recent documents that discussed the investigation to the minor child, and I believe his name is Tim, okay? Mother's response. So if you guys remember that there was an emergency motion for temporary relief, I believe, is that they wanted to remove the other children because of this investigation to the death of Anna and the 16-year-old suspect, right? Tim. So mother's response to father's emergency motion for temporary relief. So this is mom responding, Chantel Hudson. Okay. And she's responding to this emergency motion. She files this on the 17th of November. There are in fact two minor children of the party. To wit, TH, a male child, was born in 2009, and BH, a female child, in 2016. The third and eldest child of the party has reached the age of 18. However, the father came and removed that child from the mother's care without her consent, even after the father signed and agreed to modification of parenting plan of the parties to allow the mother to relocate with all three then minor children. Okay. In fact, the father allowed the eldest child of the parties to reside with the child's teenage girlfriend. The father hindered the mother's ability to see the oldest child, claiming that the eldest child did not want to see her. And after that, he already signed an agreement to allow the mother to relocate the three other children. Now, if you're filing an emergency temporary relief, motion or anything like that on a custody situation, once the child turns 18, I mean, the court doesn't really see that as a child unless the child is somehow dependent of you because of a disability or something like that. At some point, the court's going to say that child, even at the age of 16, in certain circumstances, the court allows the child to make decisions about what is going on. Okay. It further goes. There was no violent altercation between the mother and the eldest child of the parties as referenced. In fact, the petitioner/father attempted to file a petition for a protection against domestic violence against the mother, claiming that the mother tried to hit the eldest child of the parties. So what this tells me, there has always been something very contentious between stepmother and her own relationship, right? Then you have the father, right? Christopher, who's father to Anna Kepner. There's some contentious stuff happening here. And then you have a whole blended family with all these different problems with, at the same time, like, it's a lot of families out there like that, right? Different problems, different things that kind of, are brought in from different families and whatnot. Okay. But in my opinion, if you have a 16-year-old that the FBI is looking at as an alleged suspect or investigating, who allegedly might have murmured an 18-year-old, and that's what happened, and there's other minor children involved, all the children need to be removed and placed out of the care until they can figure out what they're going to do with this 16-year-old, because nobody's safe. Now, at this moment, it sounds like the 16-year-old is in a hospital or in a treatment center, so he might not even be at home, which gives a little bit of time to this emergency order for things to get moving. It gives a little bit of time. Just so people are aware. What is this? I have no idea what this is. Nicole, what are you putting in my chat? Please and thank you. You got to let me know what you're copying and pasting in this chat, because I have no idea what this is. No idea. I'm surprised a family member took him in. Yeah. Yeah. I have no. Okay. What is this? Supposedly a cause of death release. On who? Hold up. On who? Let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. On Anna. Okay, we can pull that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm like reading the message halfway. I don't know if Nicole got hacked or what. I don't know what it is that you're putting in my chat. Okay, Nicole. Yeah, it's not going to let you paste. It's not going to let you put links. You're just going to have to say what it is, because it's a setting on YouTube. That's how they have it. Because it looks like right here you just writing nothing but gibberish, and it's looking like spam. So just note that it's not going to let you release anything. I agree on the blended family unit needs to have counseling before marriage, preferably. It's always a good thing. Let me see if we can pull Anna Kepner's cause of death. So it's been released now. Who released it? I don't see anything up. Mm-mm. If that is the Nicole, if you want to email me the link, that would be great. Let me give you my email. Yeah, don't be careful when you guys drop links in the chat because it'll automatically block you and it looks like spam. So please note that. No, girl, you're fine. Just email me the link. You can email me right here. ABC News says that they've released the cause of death. All right, let's look into this. ABC News. I don't see it. Not anything new yet. I'm checking, y'all. Oh, I found it. Okay. This is ABC News. So she died. Oh my God. Anna Kepner, a teenager who was found dead on a Carnival Horizon cruise ship this month, died by asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold, an arm across the neck. A source briefed on the investigation told ABC News Friday. Investigators also found 2 bruises on the side of her neck, the sources say. Oh my God. That is insane. Did she fight back? It makes you wonder, did she fight back? Oh my God, poor girl. Like, what? Sorry, y'all. I need a minute. That's crazy. She couldn't if he came from behind. Yeah, she couldn't have fought back. Well, what I'm asking is was there defensive wounds? They're not revealing that, right? But if he came from behind, she couldn't have fought back. Did she even know what was coming? That's the question. She had no idea, probably. She wasn't feeling well, whatever it was that was making her sick, right? Oh my God. They're not saying that. Let me finish reading the article, okay? It would be easy to blame. Okay, they said that she died by asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold. A bar hold? Like he grabbed a bar and came from behind? Sorry, I'm looking this up real quick. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like an actual bar? Like a bar? In the ship? That's right. The surveillance showed her going into the room. The younger brother leaves and is taking photos. He comes back and she was gone. He thought that she went back out. You said, no, in the arm. Okay, gotcha. I think I read this wrong. So, died by asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold, an arm across the neck. Okay, thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you. So, like a wrestling move, right? Thank you, Tiff. Thank you. I was like, what? A source briefed on the investigation told ABC News on Friday. Investigators also found 2 bruises on the side of her neck. The FBI has continued to decline the comment, citing the ongoing investigation. Okay, so that's all they're putting out there. The preliminary information indicates that there was no signs of a sexual assault, and there appear not to be drugs or alcohol in Kepner's system. Autopsy and toxicology reports that could confirm those details have not been complete. So she was found dead under her bed, wrapped in blankets and covered by life vests. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat, for correcting me. So that was her cause of death. So basically this asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold and arm across the neck. A source briefed on the investigation told News on Friday, NBC News on Friday. Investigators also found 2 bruises on the side of her neck. 2 bruises on the side of her neck. Thank you. No drugs that they know of at this point. Yeah, she probably couldn't breathe. She couldn't speak or anything. Cake on YouTube. You know, I hear where you're coming from. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, unless you're a blended family and the siblings are like, you know, your brothers and sisters or sibling, whatever it may be, they're you know, together when they're very, very young. It's very difficult when you're doing blended families as the children are a lot older. Okay. Sometimes people just don't get along. You know what I mean? So that does happen. You said he was probably jealous of her. You know, this does happen. And they were step siblings, right? It's a blended family. Again, the allegation, it's being said that he was obsessed with her. The family was filing emergency hearings to have the other children removed. The mother has not had any time denied the father any time sharing per modification of the parenting plan. I honestly think any of the minor children need to be removed at this point until they figure out what's going to happen next. It says currently there is an open DCF investigation against the petitioner or the father due to issues of physical domestic violence by the father against the 2 other children. Oh my God. It is true that there's an open investigation regarding the death of their biological daughter, the stepfather, and TH. TH is the initials of stepfather. I think they meant to say the stepchild in TH. Anyways, is a suspect regarding his this death that occurred recently in a cruise ship. With regards to the minor child, TH, the parties signed a stipulation on or about November 17th, a couple days ago, that the minor child, TH, will be living with a relative of the respondent mother. This was to ensure the safety of the youngest child and the parties, as well as the safety of the remaining children. So yeah, so DCF did step in and basically made a safety plan and said, I'm sorry, while this investigation of the 16-year-old is going on, he can't be living around other children. So that's what they did. The respondent father is believed to have hired counsel for the minor child. TH due to the alleged incident involving TH and the death of the child of the stepfather. Thus, the petitioner father is well aware and has participated in the immediate safety concerns. So this is what the mom's response is to this like temporary situation. It further goes, as it states, there's an open FBI investigation involving TH. However, there's no allegations that mother abused, neglected, or abandoned either of the minor children or that failed to protect the minor children. Well, my argument to that is this. The Connor was made to share a room in this, thing, right? And Connor might have not been harmed, but he's still a minor child. So we don't know what Connor saw. I bet Connor is like completely traumatized by the fact that he was in this room. Potentially they slept in the same while his sister had died. Like being in this vicinity, this can't be good for any of his like own mental health. Like, can you imagine? You're thinking that, well, my sister left, I went to go take pictures, everything is fine. Brother returned, like it's nothing. And there's something to be said about people's reactions to when a person dies. 16 years old, right? Allegedly committed this murder. And his reaction was just to go about like everything's okay. Sleep in the same room where she died. Didn't give a shit. Go about the same day. No reaction. That's scary. It's not normal. It's not normal for a person, for any human, for anybody to not have a reaction about death, to not physically have a reaction. Okay? It's not. You know, it just isn't. Yes, that's right. The 14-year-old, okay, I've heard the 14-year-old did not know she would. Yes, he had no idea. He didn't see anything. He found out, I guess, afterwards. So I guess he left the room and the incident had already happened. He comes back and she's gone. And he's thinking, well, maybe she left. You know, maybe she left. Nobody checks on the 18-year-old until the following day. Nobody knows anything. They're reporting a missing person. I bet there are people thinking, well, maybe she fell overboard. And then when housekeeping goes in, she's under the bed, wrapped in a sheet, premeditation, all like concealing all of that. Like, that's crazy. It's not normal to react that. It just isn't. It's not. Let's keep going with this document. So the father, it says, okay, as stated in the above FBI investigation involving TH, however, there's no allegations that the mother abused. Okay, we read this part. Father currently has scheduled a hearing for December with regards to time-sharing issues. Oh my God. The mother is seeking to continue the hearing due to the allegations against and the open FBI investigation regarding TH. Funeral services for the deceased daughter of the stepfather are scheduled for this week, and family is grieving. If DCF thought there were any issues regarding the mother's ability to appropriately parent the children, they would be required to take action accordingly. And this is correct. If she came up with a plan to make sure that the kids were away from the 16-year-old while this investigation is going on, that is an appropriate action. So it's not like she is turning away from DCF. I would be worried if she wasn't cooperating and the 16-year-old was still in the house with other children. I would be worried about that. He shouldn't be around minor children. That's just how it is. There's going to be safety plans. There'll be court involvement. There'll be treatment. You'll have specialists and people that'll come in to assess the situation. But other than that, the separation is until things are figured out. No such actions have been taken, nor they advise her that she's at risk to her children in any other way. Again, there's no emergency at this juncture, and the matter, if the father still intends to pursue same, should be set on a court regular calendar. It is certainly not in the best interest of TH, and any statements regarding that matter that is subject of an open investigation to be discussed at a civil court proceedings. Okay, because that's an open investigation. FBI, it is not known why the father brings up as part of this emergency hearing that the case was filed in Lee County. The matter of venue has already been addressed by the court in Lee County, and the court in Lee County ordered that venue of the case be transferred to the other county. So this is what their thoughts are. Let's get into this interview. This is just...
She's an ex-relationship.
And hold up, let me see. Everything's set up. Hold up. So this is the ex-boyfriend, and I guess the ex-boyfriend did an interview, very young, and the ex-boyfriend's dad also did an interview. His name is Steven.
She's an ex-relationship.
And
Josh, you need something, you gotta go.
Only take a second. Your name is Josh too.
Yes,
spell your last name.
CEW.
All right. And how old are you?
15.
15. And how did you meet Anna?
Through a past relationship last year.
And how did you actually meet with her? In school?
At school.
At school. What type of person was she?
She was a great woman, you know. I met her at school.
And the circumstances behind her death, you find them to be suspicious? And if so, tell me why.
It was suspicious because I knew that the brother did it, and yeah.
How do you know that?
Because of the past things that happened with him, like I was saying.
Which were what?
About the FaceTime and stuff.
What's the FaceTime?
Whenever I was on FaceTime with her, and when I was on FaceTime with her, and she was laying down, and the brother tried to go on top of her, and
you saw that.
Yeah,
and then, how did she react to that?
Oh my God! She makes you wonder if she spoke out about this. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, man.
I was like, what the hell are you doing in the room, you know? Then he got scared and like ran away. And I heard his footsteps like running through the house, you know, because he got caught.
So when you learned of her passing, you know, what was your reaction?
I ran away. He ran away. It was kind of crazy.
And when you learned that she passed away, how did you feel?
I felt very sad, you know, because that was my first love. She was the best that ever happened to me, and I'd even walk to her work to see her, you know, for like 5-10 minutes.
Did you talk with her before her death?
Like 3 weeks before it, yes ma'am. I was actually supposed to go on the cruise that she went on, but we broke up before then.
When did you split?
We split up like 6 months ago.
6 months. Okay.
And everyone said she's just a bright light. So many people wearing bright colors today. How would you describe the kind of person she was?
She was a great person. She definitely knew how to throw on her outfit. She was great, you know. She knew how to put on colors. It wasn't like a basic outfit.
And this is your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
She's okay with you talking to us?
Yeah, but we need to go.
Okay. Just wanted...
Okay.
What should happen?
They're not saying that she was essayed. Let's make sure we know that. He's just recounting what he's, you know, encountered, the things that when he was around. This is an ex-boyfriend that's speaking now. And again, it was the ex-boyfriend spoke out, and the ex-boyfriend's dad spoke out too about this situation. Family members are speaking out. There's like different movie parts to this situation for sure. The dynamics of this is just really sad.
What happen next?
Thank you.
What do you think should happen?
I think that he should get thrown in jail for as long as possible. And yeah.
And when did you move into the house?
I have no idea.
Like a year or two?
Maybe like a year ago. I think so. I don't know.
You'd like to see justice for
Yeah,
for
I'd
your
like
first
to
love.
see a lot of justice. Yes,
Has she ever complained about his behavior before?
yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. What did she complain about?
She complained about him being uncomfortable, or her being uncomfortable around him, because of the fact that he tried to go on top of her in the bed, and because of that she tried to go and stay the night at her friend's house and to dodge the staying the night at her house.
She ever happened more than once?
Yes.
She ever bring that up with
How
her?
many times did that happen?
It happened one time, around like 3 a.m. that night.
The time when you were on the FaceTime call with her?
Yes, sir.
3 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Did she ever report that to her father?
No, I have not. I've reported it to the FBI.
And what is your name, ma'am? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Joshua.
She's an ex-relationship.
I would have to say I kind of agree with this. Like, you say something, you know, see something, say something situation. And if I don't know how old the boyfriend is, right? I mean, he looks young to me, so I'm assuming they're about the same age as each other. Did this happen when she was a minor too? Because she's 18 now. He said he told the parents, but the parents didn't believe him. But they didn't, like, there was nothing else following up. That's what it said on the article too, hide and creep, like that he did tell the parents, and the parents they didn't do anything about it. So he was 15. So I don't know what the age difference is between them two. I do wonder how old she was if he was 15. This is just, it's crazy, man. It's like, they're young, you know? They're young. They had a celebration of life for her. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm just like, y'all, like, hold up. This is Family and friends says Anna's stepbrother had disturbing obsession prior to her death. Anna Kepner's 16-year-old stepbrother, now being questioned as a possible suspect in her death, allegedly had an unsettling fixation on her, according to the father of her ex-boyfriend. That's the one that we read, that article. I think it was the New York Post. Steve Weston told Inside Edition that based on conversations with his son. Now, did he do the actual Inside Edition interview? Because I bet we could probably pull it real quick. Steve Weston, Anna Kepner, Inside Edition. Hold up. Biological mother interviews. We talked about that one. This is crazy, man. Stepbrother suspected of hospitalization. So this is the alleged suspect. And like I said, I had heard that he had been hospitalized.
Her 16-year-old stepbrother, quote, is a suspect in her death on a Carnival cruise ship. That information is not coming from law enforcement. It's coming from the 16-year-old's parents. Those parents were just in court.
If the court isn't aware that apparently this has been made national news.
This online court hearing involving a child custody case took place just hours before a memorial service honoring Anna Kepner, who was found dead on a Carnival cruise ship. The teen was joined on that cruise by her father, her stepmother, and at least two of her stepmother's children from another marriage, a nearly 9-year-old daughter and 16-year-old son. Those two children were the subject of this court hearing.
Can I speak?
This is Chantel Kepner, the children's mother and Anna Kepner's stepmother. She's in a child custody dispute with her ex-husband, Thomas Hudson, seated on the right. The former couple says their 16-year-old son, quote, is a suspect in his stepsister's death.
Oh, man.
Well, Your Honor, it's our understanding that because the cruise was in international waters, that the young child, not the 9-year-old, but the 16-year-old was allowed to drink. The teenagers were given their own room in which to stay. Just a lot of circumstances that showed that the mother in this case was not exercising appropriate supervision over this child or the other child involved.
Chantel Kepner's attorney disputes that.
There are videotapes on the ship that confirm that there was absolutely no drinking, and that and DCF investigated and saw that there was no alcohol in mom's house whatsoever. So I'm not sure where that's coming from.
There was no resolution to the child custody dispute, which will be handled at a future court hearing. We did learn that 16-year-old stepbrother was taken to the hospital after the cruise for undisclosed reasons.
Okay.
He is now living with a relative on his mom's side of the family as the FBI investigation continues.
Okay.
Mike DeForest, News.
I found the interview. Let me just shut this one down before it starts playing again. This is the interview. I think it was done. What's his name? The ex-boyfriend's dad did this interview video. Check this out.
Cruise ship made a disturbing discovery. The lifeless body of an 18-year-old Anna Kepner, stuffed under a bed and wrapped in a blanket. Now, creepy details are emerging about her 16-year-old stepbrother, who is being eyed as a suspect in the case and who was, quote, obsessed with her.
She was scared of him because he always carried around a big knife.
Here's everything we know about the teen cheerleader's mysterious death. The Florida teen, affectionately nicknamed Anna Banana, and her blended family set sail on November 2nd from Miami for a 6-day Carnival Cruise, which was supposed to set sail throughout the Caribbean. The teen was on the ship with her father, Christopher Kepner, and her new stepmom, Chantel Hudson, whose 2 teenage sons were also in tow on the voyage. Before tragedy struck, Anna had plans to join the U.S. Navy after graduation and eventually become a K-9 police officer. But on the 4th night of the cruise, the fun-loving teen reportedly told family members members at dinner that she was not feeling well and decided to go back to her room, according to the Daily Mail. When she didn't show up for breakfast the next morning, a desperate search was made of the massive ship, which can carry nearly 4,000 passengers. The search came to a disturbing end when a maid on the ship made a grisly discovery. Anna was reportedly found dead, wrapped in a blanket, covered in life jackets, and crammed underneath a bed inside the cabin she shared with her 14-year-old and 16-year-old stepbrothers. The shocking death prompted the Carnival.
You know, that's the thing, is like they were sharing, right? Because I'm assuming it's cheaper, you know, whatever. Like, that's, people tend to share, but it's small. It's a small little cabin. I've seen like pictures of when people are showing it. It's not a big thing. So that's why I'm like, my goodness, like, to have hidden her body under the bed.
Cruise ship to abruptly change course for the port of Miami, Florida, where the FBI Miami office jump-started the investigation since the teen's death occurred in international waters, somewhere between Mexico and Miami. Videos shot by WSVN7 journalist Sheldon Fox and posted on X captured the moment the medical examiner appeared to move Anna's body from the ship. The Miami-Dade County medical examiner lists the teen's time of death as 11:17 a.m. November 7th, but does not mention any official cause or manner of death. A haunting picture of Anna was also dug up, posted on social media just weeks before her death. On TikTok on October 30th, Anna posted a bathroom mirror selfie with the caption, "You deserve to be happy, but if it ain't with me, then never mind." The final post has since been flooded with heartfelt tributes. Information about what happened to Anna was initially scant, but now chilling details surrounding her death have been trickling out. According to the Daily Mail, Anna's 14-year-old stepbrother unknowingly went to sleep just feet away from his dead sister. Sources say during the same night the teen went back to her room after feeling sick, the teen's two stepbrothers also went back to their shared room with Anna later that evening, before her younger brother changed his clothes and left again to take pictures of the Carnival horizon as it continued its Caribbean voyage.
That's the thing, is like, I keep saying, how do you, I don't get, like, child, you know, if I'm in a group, family vacation, and somebody's not feeling well, I'm gonna check on you. I'm going to check on you before I go do something else, because, you know, I don't know if you're seasick or something else is going on. Like, anybody not feeling well on a cruise ship is never a good thing, right? It's just crazy. That's what I'm saying, is like, imagine being the brother, traumatized. Like, this would be traumatizing to know that my sibling, this is what happened.
To say that when the 14-year-old came back, he noticed his stepsister wasn't in bed, but he assumed she had gone out again to be with the adults. The young boy thought nothing of it and went to sleep. However, Anna was last seen on the ship's surveillance footage returning to her room that night and was not seen leaving again. In a bombshell twist, Anna's 16-year-old stepbrother was then revealed to be a suspect in her death. The disturbing information emerged from an unexpected source. According to a court motion filed on November 17th from a messy custody dispute between Anna's stepmother, Chantel, and her ex-husband, Thomas, Chantel requested that a hearing be rescheduled because she claimed that her son, Anna's 16-year-old stepbrother, who was identified as TH in documents, was being named a suspect in the teen's killing and could face a criminal case. Now, the father of the slain 18-year-old's ex-boyfriend is sounding an alarm about the 16-year-old suspect, telling Inside Edition that the boy had a creepy obsession with Anna and was once caught climbing on top of her while she slept. Stephen.
That's what the boyfriend says, that's what happened. Now, I don't think that that's what the father saw, but that's what was being reported. For those that are coming through and did not catch the news, this broke that her cause of death was asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold, an arm across the neck. Okay, so like this. And this is what's been told to ABC News. They also found 2 small bruises on the side of her neck. So we don't know anything about the toxicology quite yet. Preliminary says that there was nothing, but you know, you have to wait for the full for everything. But again, that she died of asphyxiation. Okay, it looks like it was kind of like a chokehold situation. This is crazy.
Weston cited conversations with his son to Inside Edition, claiming that the stepbrother wanted to date her and relentlessly pursued her despite their newly blended family. She was scared of him because he always carried around a big knife, the alarmed father claimed to the outlet. Weston said his son tried to warn Anna's parents but told him they didn't want to believe me. No charges have been filed in the case. The FBI has been leading the investigation since Anna died on international waters and has remained tight-lipped on details.
That, like, oh my gosh, y'all. And then to find out, like, it's just a messy situation overall. Like, all the family stuff, and it really is all the custody stuff and stuff like that. Did she wake up to him and lash out at him? I don't think that that's what the case was. I think she wasn't feeling well. They were initially all three in there. Connor leaves. Something happened between the step brother and Anna. Connor leaves, comes back, Anna's gone. So Anna, he's thinking, well, maybe she went back upstairs. She wasn't feeling well. So when I think of like bar hold, as you guys were describing, I'm like, bar. Oh, okay, the arm. I don't think she even knew that I don't think she even saw the situation coming. What triggered this 16-year-old to just do this, right? And I said, well, I wonder, was there any like defensive, like was she fighting him and then he got a hold of her? What happened? I don't even think that's been revealed. It looks like she probably didn't even know what was coming. Like he choked her. It's just really sad, Rejection. Something happened in that room, and it looks like it happened very quickly. He was obsessed with her. That's what the boyfriend dad said, that he was upset. He had a upset. And, it sounds like it might have been multiple times, which makes you wonder, well, did any of the parents notice any kind of behaviors that would have, been a red flag to be like, you know what, like boundaries. We're a blended family. This isn't what you do in a blended family type of situation. Like, did anybody, or like, I highly doubt, let me be very real. Okay. I highly doubt this was the first time he's ever attacked her. It's giving that to me. I feel like it was not the first time he's ever attacked her. That would be a great question. Was there any intervention prior to this? Thank you so much for the $2, infamous truth teller. I do wonder, was there? To me, like I said, it's giving that he probably has some rage issues. Something happened. He's probably gotten treatment for it before. And if he attacked her this way, I would put my money on it that it's not the first time that this has happened. It's just the first time that, clearly it went this far, The parents knew he had it in the past. Where's their charges? I don't know, man. What did they do to intervene in the past? It makes you wonder about the other children too, what they saw, what they encountered too, given that they were minors too. You said he got drunk, he tried his shot and got turned down and was heated. They didn't say that there was any sexual. There was no essay here, okay? Just so people are aware. I don't know if he tried his shot per se. We weren't there, so I don't want to give that assertion. How did you not know this happening in your own home? Finding hard to believe. That's what I'm saying. It's like it happened in the cruise ship. I honestly think that he's probably attacked her before, as well as other siblings, and this is what happened. And he probably showed everything was fine. Nothing's going on. No remorse, no nothing. My thing is how do you not check on somebody, on your child, who, again, she's 18, right? I get it. But how do you not check on her when she's telling you she's sick? You don't see her for the rest of the day. She's not even in the room while everybody's going back to bed. That doesn't make sense to me. Nobody checked in to see, hey, let me check on your sissy. I'm super blurry. I know it's because the camera position. There it is. Nobody just stopped by to see, hey, like, what's going on and everything. I think it's because of the camera position that I made. Sorry. Nobody said anything. Here it is. Nobody said anything. So that's the part that I don't understand. Nobody checked in on her. This is foul. Stepmom didn't appear to care much. The attachment for this child is not there for her. I'm sorry. I hate to put it this. I just don't see it. Okay. It's not giving that. It's giving like, oh, little Timmy took it too far this time. I'm just saying. It's giving that. It's given like they've dealt with something similar. It's given like, they've had to deal with Timmy, and little Timmy took it too far. He's only 16. I'm not getting the same rage, y'all. I'm not. But I'm not there. So it's hard for me to assess that. Yeah, that's what is given to me. The boys will be boys thing. Mm-hmm. I don't see blurry rabbit. Okay. Camera is focused on mic, not on your. Well, I know. I'm like trying to get it going. Sorry, y'all. Okay, now that I moved it out of the frame, it's working. It's not as blurry. But that's just my thought on that. It is giving that, she doesn't seem too distraught about the situation. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe she's grieving in the quiet of her home. That's what I'm thinking. But so glad you're here to. Okay. I'm sorry, Lady Pamela. I'm sorry for your loss. Find the uncle interview rabbit. He's speaking now. She found out about the. Where's the uncle interviewing? Okay, let's see. So it's not a it's not a post, right? It's an interview. It's an actual interview. Stepbrother hospitalized. Michael Donahue. Give me 1 second. Let me see. I don't see the interview. Nope, I don't see an interview. You're gonna have to email it to me if you see it. How about Bio Mom? She couldn't been drugged. Could she have been drugged? You don't think he did it alone? I don't know. There's footage. There's camera footage of the hallways and stuff like that. So that's why they haven't said anything about. I'm sure if she had done something, they would have charged her. You said, I'm fighting so hard to raise my daughter to be good, yet strong and resilient humans. I cannot understand these people excusing their kids' awful concerning behavior. Yeah. Or not getting them help, or anything like that. When your child, and this is like, and I know this can be kind of hard to hear, but if your kids, they start demonstrating the behaviors of hurting animals, I would be concerned. Okay. And that's when you really should step up and figure out, what can I do to help my child? Good to talk about it, right? And say, like, he's hurting the cat, she's hurting the dog, he or she or whatever it may be. They're hurting animals. They get pleasure out of hurting animals. That's something that if you're able to address it early on, you can really get some help for that. Okay. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something to really just talk about it openly, because you can address these kinds of things. A lot of people that wind up doing horrific crimes, historic horrific crimes between serial killers and massacres and stuff like that. These people showed a lot of patterns earlier on in their childhood that could have been addressed back then, right? And sometimes there's treatment and behavioral, modifications and plans that really go into empathy, developing empathy, what that looks like, awareness of that, those kinds of things. But you have to really get in front of them. And it's not always a long-term thing. Sometimes there's something more to that, right? Sometimes we think that people are just born with empathy. It's not always the case. It's like the saying that, well, people are just, you're born this way, right? Like this is what it is. No, you're born to care. No. Just because you can have kids doesn't mean that you are motherly. Does that make sense? Or that the motherly intuition develops. These are things that kind of have to like develop them. during the time. Yeah, her dad already had a relationship with the. Yeah, that Tiff is crazy work. That court document that was exposed. It sounds like the uncle exposed that. Okay. The father, bio dad of Anna in 2008, and it stands out to me, apparently had a charge for sexual violence that was dismissed. The sexual violence charge was of a 15-year-old girl named Tabitha. It was dismissed, and he marries Tabitha. He was married at the time. She was a babysitter. He was married at the time. He divorces the other wife, winds up marrying the babysitter. Yes, Anna's dad. Different dynamics are everywhere, y'all. Yeah. That's what the allegation is. Again, keep in mind, I don't know if he carried a big knife. I don't know if I believe that he carried the big knife in the ship, but this is what's being said. Maybe he did. I don't know. This is what people are saying. That's the allegation, that he was carrying big knives, which if that is the case, that is a great question. Why? I don't know. Unless you're hunting, unless it's like a sport and you're out there and there's a specific reason for it, Is he the dad to the new wife's kids? I've been in cruises, you said. I've been in cruises. Yeah, I just realized, where is her mother? Have we only just heard of the stepmother? No, her mother, well, the stepmother kind of came into the picture right away because she was on the cruise ship, right? The mom, bio mom, sounds like her contact with Anna has been in and out since the divorce. So, but she did have a relationship, it sounds like, with her. It's just the fact that they would deny her access to her funeral service or home, and she has to wear a disguise. No. That's too much. Like, if anything, allow this woman to, it's her child. It's her child. So when this happened, because of Matthew Mountain, so they said that she died on November 7th. They found her body on November 8th in the morning, like 11, I think. Yeah, definitely. But sometimes I would agree that this was something that could have been prevented, right? Definitely agree with that. So many things that could have been done to prevent this. But it does make you wonder, well, what behaviors did he display before? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it does make you wonder what happened before, what was going on. I highly doubt that this was the first time that he was violent towards Anna or any of the brothers or sisters. Not yet. So her death happened overseas. He K'd her, stuffed her under the bed, wrapped her in a sheet, stuffed her under the bed in this Carnival cruise ship, slept, same area, like nothing happened the following day. Oh, you talk about that charge. I'm sorry, for the dad. Sorry. Dad was 2008. Dad was 2008. Yeah. He married the woman. He married, at the time she was 15. He married that woman later on. That sex violence charge was dropped. Bio dad. It's interesting, it's an interesting dynamic, I don't know, man. I'm guessing all their pets mysteriously disappeared too. Check the pets. It's a good comment. It's a tragic, preventable situation, honestly, but if it happened overseas, the FBI is in charge, so it does make you wonder what this is going to look like. Yeah, and he shouldn't be around any other children or anybody younger. She was 18, so people got to be careful around him. Infamous, thank you so much for being a member for 23 months, love. Thank you, Infamous. Appreciate you. Nikki, member for 2 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, I do have to head out because I have to drop another video. I need you guys to do me a favor, please, and thank you. Go show, not this video. Sorry, that's not the video that I wanted. I need you guys to do me a favor and please go show some love to the video that this is a pre-recorded video. I dropped it yesterday. This is on that Megan Thee Stallion case that I have been covering. I'm dropping another one today. This is the video right here, y'all. I need you guys to go. If you're not going to watch it entirely, please go watch some of it. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to see if I can drop the link. I don't know if it shows. If you're watching this defamation case, I'm working really hard to get these transcripts. Looks like I might get them over the weekend. We're reporting on it. So please do me a favor. Go hit the like and everything. It looks like it's an interesting case, guys. Interesting defamation case. I think it's important. I have some history, so I want to make sure that I get on it. But I'm about to drop another video here in about, I want to say 30 minutes. So have your notifications on. Please come over, show some support, hit the like button. It does help out on the channel, okay? I really do appreciate everybody. We're going to be following Anna's story and Ashlee Buzzard. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's different moving parts. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me, guys. Bye, guys.